Welcome back again to part 3 of my Darkhold tutorial. Where we last left off, we were in the dragon room, finishing off these so we can get the chest to spawn. That one was kind of up in between some ghosts. Luckily our archer was able to get it. Far shot really helps with this room. And the last drake is down. Here we see the chest. Chest 5 contains the Warlock's buckler. And now we'll head back. In my opinion, this coming up here is probably the hardest part of the dungeon. Actually getting through this tunnel here and surviving, and getting into the skeleton room and the skeleton room itself. So once again, we'll go through these ghosts. They cannot be slept. Hopefully most of the ghosts will de-aggro. Come up on the camp up here. Now it is very, very important that nobody stands on this yet. We do not want to deactivate that. Once everybody's here, keep them alive, raise anybody who's dead, kill off these ghosts. While the rest of the group kills off the remaining ghosts, the tank will head off and hit the other pads, not this one. Keeping wary of the new eye that has appeared on this floor. It is different from the last one. It does not do damage when it AoEs. It does a disable ability, which causes bind and other status effects that stop you from doing anything for 20 seconds. Right there I pointed out the two different rooms. Two different hallways that will open up once you defeat all these skeletons. One of them goes to Patrol and the other one goes to the Imperial room, which is where the quest is and another chest is. And we just take out all these ghosts. We had a little bit of problems, but like I said, this is, in my opinion, the most difficult part of the dungeon. As the tank goes around activating pads, he might get aggroed by some ghosts. At that point, he should bring them back, and the party will take them down so he can continue activating the pads around the room. There'll be 4 pads. I did not point them out this time, but if you check out the map in the description, you will see the location of the 4 pads. The main goal is to activate all the pads except this one, and kill off any ghosts that you have. Once all the ghosts are down, all the pads on the outside are activated, and everybody is raised, you can put buffs back up, get everybody prepared for the skeletons. Once you activate this pad right here, 10 skeletons will spawn in the middle of this area, at which a time the tank will run in, grab them, and bring them back to the camp. The best way to kill them would be for mages to use Punishing Bards, Spirit Bind, and just spam AoE Banish, Fire, Curiga while the melee support. But in my experience, most of the damage comes from the mages at this point. Once the eye moves out of the way, alright, skeleton spawn. Tank will get their attention, bring them back. And you just need to kill these as fast as you can. Just take them out. And luckily we really didn't have any deaths at this point, but there's a high probability that someone will die at this point. After those are down, both those doors I showed you earlier will open. And in this video we go right to the Imperial room, which is for the quest, and there's also a chest in there. But if nobody needs the quest, you just need to send one of the gladiators or whoever in to grab the chest, and the rest of the group can go to patrol. And here I point out the chest that's there on the left. Like I said, if nobody needs the quest, the tank can just run in and get that. These Imperials are pretty easy compared to the rest of them so far, so just zerg them down real quick and continue on. And after the Imperials have lost their worthless lives, you may head back into the patrol room. I'll point out at this point, after the skeletons are dead, every single mob in this dungeon is despawned, with the exception of the eyes and Patrol when you spawn him. So if you happen to wipe when you're fighting Patrol, you can actually return and run back through the entire dungeon with no mobs there. The only concern is it takes a little bit of time to run back. The rest of this video is just us running to the patrol room, but the next couple videos will be of our fight with Patrol. It's a fun fight, but you don't necessarily have to follow the strategy that we use. I really only made these videos as sort of a a look at what generally needs to be done for people who have never done the dungeon before. And I'm hoping that it helps them and they can create their own strategies and modify those strategies to work with whatever setup they have or whatever people they have. At this point, I'll leave you with the end of this video. We'll meet back up at the next video. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit with the skeleton room, which, again, I think is the most difficult part of the dungeon.